Everyone, and my name is Al Thorup. I'm the Executive Director of the Indiana Mortgage Bankers Association, and we're here to talk about our Future Leaders program and our upcoming class. And as someone who went through this back in 2015, we have Michael Holl with Tucker Mortgage, who's President of Operations there. And Michael, thank you so much for joining us today.
Great. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, when I first saw the email that came across, and I don't know if it was from you or someone else about future leaders, I thought, well, shoot, I've been originating at this point for 16 years, and I wanted to do something different. Eventually wanted to do something different. I just knew that I didn't want to originate for the rest of my life. Still young, got kids, wife. There's a lot of time that goes into originating, and I wanted to see what other avenues could be explored. And I figured that, trying the Future Leaders program would have been a perfect opportunity for me to check it out.
Well, and I think to your point, you had success in originating, but you also wanted to look at potentially down the road exploring other options in your career in mortgage banking. And in terms of the content that you went through in the modules, what were some of the things that really attracted you to that when you applied for it?
For me, I mean, you talk about the history of lending and mortgages. I think we went back to the first loan was a balloon loan, and I enjoyed that history. And it's something that I could pass on to, first-time home buyers. Another interest that I had was secondary marketing. Being on the mortgage side, you just don't know how rates get established each day. What you're trying to hit as far as your target is concerned, what goes into establishing interest rates. And that was one of the things I really wanted to learn about was the secondary marketing aspect, which actually kind of put me in the role where I am right now, is, wanting to learn about, different aspects of the mortgage industry.
When we structured this class, we said, let's provide an opportunity for those students to understand from the beginning of the industry to the beginning of origination, processing, closing, underwriting, servicing, secondary marketing, the whole shot. While we can't go too much into depth with all of that, we want to give people an understanding of how this business operates from start to finish. And then, from that, we hope that, it'll enhance everybody's careers. And I believe that certainly, and correct me if I'm wrong, what was your case? It helped you out.
Oh, for sure. I would not be in the role and the position I am right now without, first of all, myself having an interest in learning more about the mortgage industry, but then taking it to the next step. In this business, you always have to be reading. You always have to be learning, and otherwise, you're going to get complacent, and you might stay in your own role if you want to stay in that role of being a loan originator. But for me, I wanted to do something additional, and what I felt that the Future Leaders program provided to me was really a comprehensive view of the whole mortgage industry. And I have to tell you, I emailed Alan, I emailed you, a month or two ago and let you know that, this was one of the stepping stones that actually afforded me to be put into this position.
Well, very good. And in looking to talk to people that might be considering this coming up in the next class or in the future, what would be some of your final thoughts about things that people should be considering if they're going to take this course?
Get ready to learn. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, it's pretty intensive, but it does give an extensive view of what the mortgage industry is. And I would highly recommend it.
Well, thank you. Well, I appreciate your time today, Michael, and certainly best wishes with your new responsibility there at Tucker Mortgage.